morning, everybody. Back here working on the Corvair engine today. So found out there's this guy out in just out here in kind of Imperial Valley, California. Well, not quite Imperial, but anyways, has a bunch of Corvair parts. So I'm heading out there and we're gonna make some trades. I'm gonna get rid of the stuff that I don't need in exchange for the stuff he has that I do need. So supposedly he's got some cylinders that I can get off him really cheap. Plus I've got a bunch of other parts. Again, hoping to do some trading, hoping to, at the end of the day, be able to get a little extra cash from these parts so I can keep the cost of this engine down, because so far, I've actually spent almost nothing, just the cost of the engine. So, got some processing we need to do, and pretty soon we're going to start putting this thing back together. Maybe I'll even paint the case today, who knows. So, let's get this thing going. Well, that was productive. So from that trip, I ended up getting the correct crank gear. Ended up getting 6 cylinders ready to go in, and get some money from him too, from the parts that I was getting rid of. On top of that, he's got a set of 110 heads that I need, and so we're going to do a trade possibly on those, unless there's a guy in Corvair Society of America who's also interested in making a trade with me. So we'll see how it ends up. So yeah, anyways, let's head home. So everybody, little progress update where we're at on this Corvair build. Let me show you. I've got it's mainly collecting parts at this point and getting some things ready to send out for processing. So here we go. Pick these up today. These are the cylinders. If you notice, they're already honed. Look pretty good. These things are ready for paint. The cases. This one looks pretty good. Nothing I need to do here. Just need to clean it up a little bit. It's pretty much clean. I'm going to paint this one. This one, on the other hand, has 2 studs. This one here. Which one was it? This one over here. And this one here, both need to be Loctited in because they came out and that shouldn't have happened. So need to work on that. Checking on my spare parts here. This is good to go. I need to do just a little more processing work. This piece here needs to be milled down so that it can fit underneath the gold oil system from William Wynn. And then back here on the back, as I pointed out before, where is it at? I'm trying to find my spots. Hold on. There it is, right here. This spot here needs to be milled out again, about double this, another 1/4 inch, and that's so that the high pressure oil pump will work well with the 5th bearing. So, rear oil case is good. Digging through my spares that came with the engine, I can't believe I found this. If you look here, that's the front cover gasket for the bell crank, or sorry, for the bell housing. But if you look here in the back, it was another gasket for this. So it's another part that I don't have to buy because it came with it. So keeping this thing on the budget. Have a couple of extra head studs just in case I need them. Another thing I picked up today is this. Remember I said in the previous video that this gear here was from an automatic and I need one from a manual. This is the one from the manual. And again, how you tell is you find the timing mark, which is, I believe, right there by my finger. No, sorry, it's actually right there, if you can see it. You look through, and what you should see is that the gear there is offset to the right. Oh, there, I'm going to focus. If it is that, then this is for a manual. That's the one we need. The automatic This gear here is 4 degrees retarded, and that's just so for the automatic to work. Try and get this done today. These are the push rod tubes. I'm gonna take these and see what they would charge me to powder coat them there at the local powder coating shop. So let me do that here a little later today. Pistons, pretty much good to go. I need to swap out these bolts here. And what I have is I've got another set of rods. So these were improperly processed. These were actually drilled out for just slightly too big. But if you notice, they have ARP bolts on them. So got a good deal on these. So probably just going to press these out. There's another idea that's floating, but I'm thinking I'm just going to press these out and install them here. So after that, I need to get rings. Good to go there. This is all my other valve train hardware. It just needs to be cleaned up. Pulled this off. This needs to be cut eventually when I have my new heads, which should be coming in soon. Then I can weld this onto the valve cover. That's what I mean there. So this was a choice I made. So because I'm trying to keep this as a budget-friendly engine, this is the oil cooler. Now could use a little cleanup, which I'm going to take a look at. Looks like either maybe painted, I'm not sure, but what I'm thinking about doing is using a stock oil cooler. Now these things, you can pick them up in good condition for about $40 from the different vendors out there, but let's see if this one might be usable. If it is, that's going to save me some money. So I cleaned up the piece here for it. I'm going to need a new camshaft. This is going to be shipped off to William Wynn along with the distributor. Once all that's processed and I get some of the bearing materials that I need, I'm going to start reassembling this engine. So again, making some good progress and hopefully have an engine here running in the relatively near future. So again, I hope you enjoy the Corvair engine build, and if you do, ring the bell and let's follow this project along and see how many more people get to watch us. Love to see everybody out there and get back out and fly. See you later.